I'm April Sullivan, Artworks Director for VSA Texas. This video is a short lesson on how to enter your artwork into a call for art. There are many opportunities for visual artists to show and sell their artwork, and most of these opportunities can be found on the internet. The first thing to do when you find a call for art that interests you is to read it thoroughly. Read all of the requirements and deadlines and rules to make sure that you can meet all of these guidelines before you spend any more time on this particular call for art. On this video, I will go over specifics related to guidelines, dates, fees, and other requirements. The first thing to look at is the guidelines to enter. Most of these calls for art that I create for VSA Texas say, open to all 2D and 3D artists with disabilities living in Texas. So this tells you that in order to participate, you must reside in Texas, you must have a disability, and you can be a painter or a sculptor, any artist of any medium. Here's another example. Applicants must reside or be employed in Travis, Williamson, or Hayes counties. This call for art is based on geographical region. So if you meet the guidelines, the next thing to look at is the deadlines. Can you meet all of the required dates listed here? For example, the entry form is due May 31st. That's 2 weeks away. Do you have time to create the artwork or frame a piece already created in that time? If your art is accepted into the show, the delivery date is June 1st. What if you'll be busy June 1st? Can a friend deliver it for you? The art opening is June 5th. Are you available June 5th to attend? If you're not available to meet these dates, don't waste your time and the art organization's time entering the exhibit. Choose another exhibit that fits your schedule better. Being available on the dates listed in the calls for art is important for you to present yourself as a professional artist. The gallery won't have time to adjust their schedule to your needs. The more professional you are, the better impression you will make, and that provides you a good opportunity to be invited to other exhibits at this gallery. The next thing to look at is the cost to enter. Most calls for art have an entry fee. This could be as low as $5 or up to something like $50. Sometimes the fee is one flat fee, such as $35 for up to 3 pieces. Or sometimes the fee is a sliding scale, such as $5 per piece up to 5 pieces. In that second option, you can enter only 1 piece and pay $5, or you can enter 5 pieces and pay $25. This gives you some options. You also need to think about the cost of shipping. If the art exhibit is out of town, you may be responsible for the cost of mailing your artwork to the exhibit, as well as the cost for return shipping. Think about all of the costs involved before committing to an art exhibit. Next, look at the rules such as size requirements, media requirements, etc. Some calls for art only accept art of a specific dimension, or this may only be a show for photographers. Make sure you can meet all of the rules. Read everything closely. Some calls for art stipulate that you must turn in the original piece of art and that it won't be returned to you. Others may state that all images submitted can be used on their advertising. Make sure that you are comfortable with all of the fine print before submitting. Once you are ready to submit your artwork, follow the rules listed about how to submit. Some galleries want you to drop off the original artwork for judging. Others only want digital images or pictures sent to them for judging. If digital images are requested, there are usually guidelines about exact sizing of these images and how the file should be named. It's important to follow those instructions closely. Once you have everything ready, turn it in. But first, make a copy. It is important to keep an inventory of your artwork as well so that you remember what pieces you have already entered into shows, so that you don't promise a piece to 2 exhibits at the same time. Now you wait for a response. Sometimes you will be accepted into an exhibit, sometimes you won't. The important thing is to keep trying. A no does not necessarily mean your art is bad. Maybe it means your digital images were not great. Or maybe there were lots of entries and only room for a few pieces of art. Keep trying. Remember that through the VSA Texas Artworks Creative Industries program, we are here to help you with entering your artwork into calls for art. I can talk to you over the phone about understanding guidelines. You can email me samples of your work or artist statements for me to critique. You can come by the office to work on these issues in person. We are here to assist you in moving your art career forward. Thanks for watching, and give that next call for art a try. You never know what could happen.